Hello, fourth graders. It's great to see you again. Here we go. We're going to jump right into our week 4 lesson. Today, you are going to need either a paper and a pencil, could be any paper to write on. You'll need a little bit of blank space, or you'll need a whiteboard, a marker, and an eraser, something that you can write on. We have a new song today, and it goes like this. If you could just listen the first time. Lead through that sugar and tea and lead through that candy. You lead through that sugar and tea and I'll lead through that candy. Awesome. So I'm going to sing the first part. You sing it back to me right where you are, right to the screen. Lead through that sugar and tea and lead through that candy. You comes first. You lead through that sugar and tea, and I'll lead through that candy. My turn. I'm going to put the words back up. I'm going to do the first half. Lead through that sugar and tea, and lead through that candy. Your turn. Ready and go. My turn. This is the second half. You lead through that sugar and tea, and I'll lead through that candy. All right, we're doing the whole thing. You can sing it with me, or you can listen and pause it when I'm done. I'll give you about 5 seconds to pause it and practice it on your own. That's the ultimate goal here, that you can sing this on your own. Doesn't have to be right away, but after some practice that you can sing it on your own. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Lead through that sugar and tea and lead through that candy. You lead through that sugar and tea and I'll lead through that candy. All right, class. So we have our new song today. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the note names, so of the rhythms that we have been practicing and that we've learned in the past. Now, if you don't remember, that's okay. That's why we're going through these steps. And if they're new for you, then that's okay too, because you can just kind of get the basic information about each one. Okay, so here we go. The first one. Now, as I show these, you might look at this note and think, oh, I know what that is, and that's great. So if you do, then just see if you can guess what the answers are going to be as they pop up. So this first one is called a quarter note. Everyone say quarter note. All right. And it goes at a walk speed. Everyone say walk. And it says do. So in our rhythm language, it says do. All right, that's our first one. Here's our next note. These are called eighth notes. Can you say eighth notes? Great. And because there's 2 of them, 1, 2, we call them 2 eighth notes. Not too difficult. 2 eighth notes. They go at a jogging speed. Everyone say jogging. And same speed, but for the rhythm language, we're going to say do day. Everyone say do day. Awesome. So we have, sometimes I might write it like this, do day, but it's pronounced do day like that. All right, here's our next one. Yes, this is the ZC. When we write it, we use a Z on top and a C below. And it's called a quarter rest. Say quarter rest. The speed is also a walk speed, just like a quarter note. And it says rest, but we say it silently in our head. So, because it's a rest, it's a beat of silence, so we don't make any sound. But we have to make sure we take up that walk speed, that one beat, which is why we say rest in our head. Good. And I'm going to switch back here. Maybe. When we say rest, I usually do this with my hands. I say it in my head, but I do this motion with my hands. That also helps to make sure that we're taking up 1 beat of silence. Next, moving on. About halfway through these, this one, see if you can guess it. This is called a half note. Everyone say half note. Great. And it goes at a stretch speed. It's a stretch speed because it's one sound, but it's stretched out over 2 beats. Okay? And it says do. You try it. Ready, go. Great. And next we have these notes. Ooh, these are called 16th notes. Everyone say 16th notes. And just like the 8th notes, we counted them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them. So these would be 4 16th notes. Now, they all have to fit on 1 beat. And so that's why we need to go at a fast speed. So we could say tiptoe, tiptoe. Everyone say tiptoe, tiptoe. And it says do-ta data. Ready, go. Do-ta data. Now you might notice it still has do at the beginning and day in the middle, but there's ta in between and ta at the end. That's where we get the 2nd and 4th sounds. Do-ta data. And last one. Oh, no, that's all for today, actually. So here are our notes, okay? Quarter note, 8th notes, quarter rest, half note, and 16th notes. Okay? Those are the ones we're practicing and remembering. Now, we have 2 rhythms really quick. And after we go through them, we're going to need that paper and pencil or the whiteboard marker and eraser. So here we go. This one is going to go like this. Do-ta data, do-day, do. Ready, go. Do-ta data. Notice that there's nothing written in beat 4 because the half note stretches out over the 2 beats. So the sound from this note takes up the 3rd beat and the 4th beat, which is why we can't put anything there. The sound from the half note is already taking that beat up. All right, we have one more. I'm going to have you practice this first. Practice on your own. All right, and it's going to go like this. You can try saying it with me or just listen. Do, do-ta-de-ta, do. If you saw me do that one, it would go like this. Do, do-ta-de-ta, do. Because we have that 1 beat of silence in there, that beat of rest. All right. So we have both of those. Here is your job. You're going to pick one of these to write down. You can do both if you want to. That's just fine. You're going to write them down on that paper or on a whiteboard. Okay, I would like you to have 1, 2, 3, and 4 across the top. And then you can either just pick one to write down or you can do both. And you're going to save it because you will need it later. So I'm going to give you about 5 or 7 seconds here. Pause the video so you can still see them and write those rhythms down. All right, here we go. We are just about done for today. We just have some echoing to do. So we're going to use that singing voice again. I'm going to sing, you sing it right back to me. These are using our mi, re, and do language. All right. Using our mi, re, and do language and sol as well. Ready? Ready? Mi, mi, re, do. Go. Next one. Do, re, mi, sol. Great. So you're singing right back to me after I sing. Here's the next one. Mi, sol, mi, re. Sol, mi, re, do. Sol, mi, re. Do, mi, sol, mi. Two more. Sol, do, sol, do. Sol, re, mi, do. Try that one more time. Ready? Sol, re, mi, do. Great. Those are our words, our musical words and phrases that we're practicing, so that once we get those in our heads and once we can sing those, then we can start to make our own musical ideas, just like with the words we learn in English or Spanish or German or French or whatever language we are learning. We have to learn the parts first, and then we can put them together to make our ideas. Thank you, class. That is all for today. Now, here's your seesaw response for this week is just to take that piece of paper that you wrote down those rhythms on, and you're going to take a picture of that. And also, you are going to fill in some missing information. So, when you click on Add Response, the first page is going to be either the music note or the name of the music note, and you fill in the other information that's missing. Um, Either draw the note or fill in the name, and then click on page 2, and that is going to be simply just take a picture of the rhythm that you wrote down. It can be on your whiteboard, it can be on a piece of paper, whatever. That's your seesaw for today. Thank you, everyone. I will see you next week. Bye.